Anywhere Fitness with April, we are going to be in stretch mode today. So we are going to be lengthening today, releasing tension today. Thank you for wanting to join me. I have this nice relaxing setting. I'm here up in a cabin in Lake Arrowhead, and I just thought by the fire, wouldn't this be a great place to just kind of take time? I just feel like the end of every workout, I always do a 5-minute stretch. And it's so important for the body, but it is just such a limited time to try to fit in a lot of time for each individual stretch. So I have had, and recently, a request for this, and I just thought it would be a perfect time to do it. It's Christmas season and everything's out there, hustle and bustle, and we just have our busy season. So I hope that you enjoy this. I hope that you take the time to settle in and get a good stretch, and then use this kind of maybe heart it and come back to it when maybe you just have your body's feeling a lot of tension and just feeling that tight in different places. Remember, if you ever feel that your lower back is uncomfortable, and when you're moving it just feels that it just doesn't feel like all your motions are feeling 100%, it usually means that your hips are very tight. So really good stretch for your glutes, your outer glutes, gluteus medius. Really helps release a lot of tension in that lower back. So anyway, let's get started. I'm just going to have us go into a nice wide stance. I'm going to turn those toes out, and I just want to just slowly drop down those hips and then slowly come back up. So as you're guiding your knees out and opening, you can feel that outer glute and you feel those inner thighs. But opening up and just allowing those hips to open here. Sending it out and feeling that tension. Slowly coming back up. We want to get into a nice even flow of that up and down, just so that when we come down, we want to hold in a low position, that those bodies are ready for that hold. I'm going to do one more, coming all the way up. And I want you to come down. I want you to take your right arm. I want you to bring it up just to the ceiling. Now feel your left shoulder fall. And I want you to bring that hand down to that right leg. Take your left arm up. Let your right shoulder fall. So nice and loose. And then bring that hand down. And take that right arm up. Feel that ear drop, shoulder drop. And then sometimes that arm might fall forward like mine was, and then see if you can redirect it back up. And then take it to that left side. Right shoulder falling. And elevate. Now this time when we bring the arms down, you're going to bring those hips back up. Nice. Now we're going to keep this wide width. You're going to take your left toes and turn forward. You're going to let your heel slide out slightly, and then those toes are going to come slightly in. You're going to start bending that right knee. You're going to make sure that the knee lines up right over that ankle. Right arm coming up. Now you're going to go right above the shoulder like you did before and hold here. Feeling that stretch through the inner thigh of that right leg. Now take that arm and start falling over, driving your right heel down. That's it. And then slowly coming back up. Lift and drop that arm. Now we're going to do that again. So the feet are in the same position. Lifting that arm up. You're going to drop the hips, bringing that knee aligned over that ankle. And that arm's going to continue to come over. Nice. This floor is a little slippery, but hopefully you have a nice stable position. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Feel those lats, those shoulders, and then slowly coming up. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So we're going to switch. Left toes turned out. Right toes turn forward. Then you want to turn slightly in, let that heel press out, lift that arm up. You're gonna bend that knee, bring that arm up to the ceiling. Nice, and then over. Feeling that heel drive down. And then we're gonna come up. Nice, chest lifted. And as that arm comes over, the chest stays lifted. Drop that shoulder. Feel that arm nice and heavy. Feel those obliques, that inner thigh. And then we're going to slowly come up, breathing through. And then we're going to bring those legs together here. I want you just to march out. Focus on breath, roll your shoulders. Nice, this time you're gonna come up, you're gonna open, and then you're gonna hold those hands behind the hips. Drop your shoulders back and down. Feel your chest lift out. Knees are a little soft. So we do this stretch a lot. Releasing through the front of the shoulders, through the chest. Beautiful. Let your eye gaze go toward the floor. And then we're going to release, bring the hands back to the hips, and then relax your shoulders, let go of your hands. Nice, roll the shoulders. Now we're going to take that left arm, it's going to cross over, you're going to lift up and come down, then the right. So mobility, work to getting that length, feeling that stretch for the shoulder as you're opening up that arm, feeling that interior portion of the shoulder. You're going to come up and you're going to go over and down and up and over and down. So feeling that upper back now, over and down. Do one more. And you're going to take both arms out in front. You're going to tuck your hips under and round your backs. Full breath. And you're going to open those arms, pull your elbows back, and stay here. With every exhale, feel your arms getting heavier. Elbows drawing back. And then palms down and release. Beautiful. Now we're going to take that right arm. It's going to come all the way up. Your left arm, sorry, all the way up. You're going to let that right shoulder fall and hold here. Both knees soft. Reach that arm up. Trying to touch the ceiling. Feeling that right arm dangle. Breath in, breath out. Feel that lateral line stretch. And we're going to come down and take that right arm up. Feel that left shoulder fall and extend that arm. Left side getting heavier. Good. Looking down. Chin toward the shoulder. You're trying to reach, fingers trying to get to the ceiling, and release. Shoulders come up, back and down. Beautiful. Now we're going to take that right leg, we're going to cross that right leg back. So that's actually left leg. And then that left arm is going to come up, up, up. Now this time we have our knees extra bent. We have that foot behind. Now we're going to add that hip a little bit more into the stretch. So right hand on your hip, your arm's going to bend, look slightly down, and now shift your left hip out and your left elbow up. Now dig your left heel into the floor and breathe. So as you exhale, feel that elbow elevate higher and hips sink out further. And lift that arm up, release, and settle. Other side. Taking that right leg back. So it takes a lot of patience to go into these stretches. Okay, so that right arm's going to come up. It's going to bend as we come over. Both knees soft. Now feel the pressure in your right heel. Now shift your hip out and elbow up. Pulling your abs in, eye gaze down. So you want to feel your neck and your shoulders release here. So with each breath, feeling the elbow higher, hip shifting more, and lift the arm, uncross, and settle here. Now we're going to turn and onto your surface that you are on, whether it be a mat or if you're on your carpet. We're going to go from, if you're on a mat, we're going to go from the end of the mat out. So we're going to shift the hips back and we're going to walk out to plank. So we're going to take those hands down and walk out to plank. Find your shoulders, come into center here, right over those wrists. Now you're going to shift your hips up, heels are going to drop toward the floor and hold here. Feel the heel of your hands. Feel that pressure evenly. And then we're going to slowly bring the shoulders back over the wrist, dropping those hips, coming into plank. The knees are going to come down, open slightly, toes toward each other, and come back to child's pose. Foreheads down. Now lift and breathe here, in and out. And in. And out. Another one, in slowly. And out. Now guide your shoulders back over your hips. Hips drop, tuck the toes under, come up, going into pike, shifting up, send it back, heels drawing down, tops of the heads toward the floor. Now we're going to ease ourselves forward. Direct the shoulders right over the wrists. Knees open as they drop slightly, toes in, tops of the feet down. Shift back, heel the hand. As that pressure in front. And then let those hips release. Tops of the heads down, so foreheads down, chins in. Now we're going to come forward. We can stay on our knees here and hold here. Now we're going to take that right leg, so it's going to be the leg closest to me. It's going to go forward. That heel's going to come down. You're going to take that right arm and come up. Back foot can relax. Now, kind of that same feeling that we had when we were standing. So arm elevating, feeling the shoulder drop, eye gazes up, feel your heel pressing into the floor. Now you do have the option to take that toes down on that left foot and pull that left knee and raise it up. Opening that chest. Feeling this stretch deep into the inner thighs, into those hips, those obliques. Now slowly bring that back knee down. Let the foot relax against the floor. Hand's going to come down. And once the hand comes down, we're going to hold here. I'm going to have you walk your right foot slightly outward. Now you're going to tip out onto your right foot, and as you look at that right inner foot, it's off of the floor. Now I want you to bend both your elbows. Now slowly drop down, dropping the head. Feel your shoulders completely relax. So you don't want your upper body to have to hold you up any longer. So you're just going deeper into that left hip, left inner thigh. Feeling that shoulder and upper back completely released. Now see if the top of the head can come down even more. Chin in. And slowly raise up. Now you're going to come up nice and tall. Nice and tall. Good. We're going to walk that foot in. Now you're going to take your left arm all the way up. Now extend that arm up. Now think of your left glute. Tighten it. Feel the hip flexor on that left side. Now you're going to take that arm over and do a side release. So the arm is coming toward me, opening up that left side. Elbow is high. So not only do you have a lateral stretch, but you have the front of that leg feeling deep into the hip flexors and into the quadriceps. And slowly bring that arm up and release it down. Now that right leg is going to go long right here. Lengthen that leg, coming out. You're going to take one hand on each side. Now, once you look down, make sure that your hip is right over that left knee. And then start bringing the chin in, top of the head down. Now this is where you want to really let that upper body be heavy. So little by little, let your hands barely hold yourself up. So breath in and breath out. And feel the action of that stretch. Feel that release. You're going to feel that upper body able to fall a little further downward toward that leg. Nice release across the back. And turn your head to the right and to the left. Feeling that stretch deep into the layers of those hamstrings, into the glutes, and some in that calf. Now we're going to slowly raise up. You're going to lean out to your left side here and bring that leg back. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn around and then take my hands down under my shoulders, and I'm going to come back into plank. All right, going to that other side, retracting your shoulders. You're going to lift those hips up. Feel those heels drop. I hope you're feeling relaxed. hope you set aside this time to just let go. We're going to come into plank. Align the shoulders over wrists, so important. Knees down, open slightly, big toes toward each other, and start sending those hips back toward the heels. Foreheads down, and then heaviness through the chest and breath in. We're going to come forward again. Toes tuck under. Hips are going to lift. Heads are going to come down. Chins in. And as you go through the movement again, you might feel a little bit more range, a little less tension. Slowly bringing those hips down, back to those toes. Heels are elevated over those toes. Knees down, open, and shift back. Breath in, breath out. Feel those palms pressing down. And then we're going to come forward and we're going to hold here. We're going to bring that left leg forward. That heel's going to come down. That left arm is going to come up. We're going to angle all the way above the shoulder. Option for the back toes to come down. Lift that knee up. Lift away from the floor. Palm is toward me. I'm going to bring that back knee down. Right knee's going to settle. And that left arm's going to come down. Relax your back foot, that right foot against the floor. Now that left foot's going to open, and then we're going to bend those elbows. As we tip on the outside of that foot, lift up that inner foot, bend those arms down, chin in, top of the head down, and focus on breath. Feel the inner thigh on that left leg. Hip flexors on the right. Trying to lower, if you can get down to those elbows, great. Feeling how open that leg can just fall out to that left side. And then we're going to slowly come up. And you're going to take that left hand onto that thigh and help yourselves up. Help yourself up. You're going to bring that leg in. And it's going to come forward. Or actually going to stay here. And that arm is going to come up. Yes. Nice and long. Now we're going to just take that arm over your head. Now your right glute is nice and tight here. So think of that right glute, tighten it, and you're going to feel that hip opening to the front. Elbow coming high. Feel your weight, shoulders over hips. of those obliques, those lats. And then we're going to lift, and then we're going to take that leg and extend it out, lengthening that leg. One hand down on each side, and then check that right leg. Make sure that the hip is still over the knee. And we're going to start with the head, chin in, top of the head down, and then relax those shoulders here. Then you start letting that upper body be heavier and heavier with each breath. Trying to give it time, release the tension, create length. Then we're going to come up slightly, lean out to the right, and bring that leg back. And we're going to go onto your glutes, and you're going to straighten out both legs, coming outward into straddle. And take both arms forward, bring your chin in, top of the head down. Now round out those backs. And round out those backs. So with each breath, you might feel that your forearms have fallen. If you feel you need more space, you can take those arms out a little further. Elbows trying to draw toward the floor. Don't force it. Walk those hands out a little bit further. Relax your shoulders. If you feel any pull in the back, just walk back a few little inches. See if you can inch your way out. Top of the head down still, chin into chest. So releasing in that lower back through those inner thighs. Opening those hips, we're going to come in. We're going to bend your right leg here. Pull it in. We're going to go ahead and turn the toes up on that right foot. Hand to your ankle. Your right arm's going to come across. You're going to reach here. Trying to take that knee and let it be heavy toward the floor here. So reach long. Upper body forward over that right foot. Trying to release the tightening in that right hip. Feeling the hamstring in that left. And then we're going to come up slowly here. And we're going to take this left leg and we're going to bend it back. So you have the right across and the left back here. And now we're going to look at that right leg in front. So hand by the knee, hand by the foot. Let the upper body come forward. And as you come forward, you'll feel the outside of that right leg drawing down. Now let your upper body fall, chin coming in, and dropping toward that right thigh. See how far you can go and keep breathing through it. Now how far you've drawn down. Now possibly could you take that right arm out straight in front of you. Palm down and see if you can lay that rib cage on that right thigh. Option for the left arm to come out. More weight forward, hips still toward the floor. Draw the left arm in, draw the right arm in, and come up slowly. Oh, that felt so good. I hope you're enjoying this. Come down onto your right elbow as if you're gonna do a side plank. If you look at your left leg, if you pop it up right here, reach to your shin, draw your hand over the top of your foot. Now lift up from the floor and angle that thigh nice and parallel here to the floor. Straight out from the hip, and feel the opening through the hip flexor. Feel the stretch and lengthening through the quads. It's a really comfortable position to get that quad stretch. Foot is heavy in your hand. Trying not to sink into the shoulder. You're trying to lift away a little. Time in your release here. You're going to bring that leg forward and help yourself up here. And let's take it to the other side. So that left leg's going to stay in. The right leg is going to come out. Take your time in getting into a new position. So remember the back of this left leg, we're going to want to come toward the floor as we reach out. So as we reach out, think about that, and then don't force it. Remember, if our hips are really tight, it's going to go where we can go. Okay, so we're going to grab that right ankle, and as soon as you grab the ankle, you feel the stretch already. Left arm's going to come out, and then this is where that left arm's going to come forward, and that's going to help bring that leg down. Here we go. Grab that ankle and just start breathing. And through each breath, you let go. Gentle pull on that ankle with that right hand. And we're going to slowly come up. And we're going to take this right leg, it's going to stay in front, and the left leg is going to come back. And then you're going to situate your hand to the foot, to the knee, come forward. Now bring that chin in, and then we're going to start dropping down. Remember, the arms then become noodles at the bottom, so they're not holding you up any longer. They're not holding any weight. So you might feel your rib cage hit your thigh. Your chest may hit your thigh. Now, option to take your left arm out. Let that palm press down and let your shoulder relax. And then that right arm can come out. Forehead down. Amazing. Draw in the arms one at a time and slowly come up. Now we're going to go down onto that left elbow. I'm going to pop that right leg up, grab that foot, And open that chest here. Pull back and let that right shoulder release, and then lift away from the floor with the left side. Try not to drop the leg too low. Try to keep the knee and hip parallel here, and then really feel that opening, that foot pushing into your hand. I'm going to relax my leg. I'm going to bring both my legs and stack them over each other. My hand's going to come down. I'm going to come into all fours. I'm going to take my left arm. I'm going to come under. My elbow is going to drop toward the floor, then my shoulder, and then trying to get my head to go toward the floor. My hips are high behind me. Take that time here for breath. Seeing if this time for your release can actually let that head release to the floor. Feel the opening of the scapula, your shoulder blade. As the shoulder gets heavier. Now, option for this right arm to send it out long. Press that palm down and hold. Feeling that outside of that left shoulder, all the way across that back. And then slide that right hand in, and that right hand is going to push down, and you're going to come up. You're going to turn your head to the left, and that arm's going to lift. And you're going to bring that arm down, and it's going to come under. Bend that right elbow. And then slowly come up, exhale. And inhale under. And exhale as you come up. And then take that hand down. Now we're going to take that right arm. It's going to slide under. You're going to take that right elbow all the way under and drop it. Then that shoulder and that ear and maybe the head toward the floor. I love the lower back release in this stretch too. So much happening here. So you have that slight rotation with that shoulder coming under. And seeing if that head can settle down. An arm option to lengthen that arm. Feeling that heaviness outward and under. One more breath. Slide that left hand in, push down, and then start raising that your right arm all the way up. You know what arm. Yes, and then coming under, breath in. And out as you lift. And under. And exhale as you lift. And then go ahead and bring that hand down. We're going to go back to those toes and let those heels come down, and then slowly roll up here. Roll your shoulders all the way up. Bring them back and down. And shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Nice work today. I hope you feel that you're able to just slow down your breath, slow down our time that we had in each stretch. And that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for stretching with me. I hope you enjoyed it. We got a lot in today. So slowing down a little bit, getting that time to just lengthen and to get that final stretch and getting that breath in and breath out. Such recovery. All right, Anywhere Fitness with April, give me a like, give me a share. Share this with someone and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit that button, subscribe, and come back and work out with me. All right, thanks again, and I will see you soon. Bye.